Yo, 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 welcome to It's Up There podcast. I am your active and attractive host, Big Loon, for another episode of the fastest growing podcast on the market right now. If you are listening to the audio adventure of this podcast, I need you to head to Pateron.com. It's Up There podcast. That's how you support me. Clips and videos also found on FOGFO TV on YouTube. If you have not, go see the Lil Baby interview. It's out right now. The Experience podcast. It is my second leg. It's me in my producer bag. This is my second show that I'm creating surrounding all of the big names in the game and the influential people. It's Up There podcast will remain like my vision, my outlook on things, and we're going to navigate the space in that way. There's a lot to talk about. I want to go over my Lil Baby interview. Lil Baby, for those of you who don't know, just dropped his new album. I'm not sure when people are going to catch this. It's Only Me just dropped. Impeccable, incredible body of work. Again, Baby continues to put on a clinic in regards to creating a vibe and a process and a product on his own merit. Oftentimes you hear me speak about how important it is for people to collaborate, and the collaboration tool is an important thing, but knowing when you need to collaborate is also more important. For the sake of just conversation, Baby is one of the only artists that can take that amount of time off. You see him take 2-3 years off, come back, and he don't miss a beat. You don't feel the rust. You don't feel like he's missing a step. You feel like, nah, that's just him. He one of them guys. He in his bag. See, Baby in his bag and you niggas in his business. And then you wonder why niggas say your name. Akademiks, I gotta address you. Right? Baby put me in the game. And so if I gotta lose all this about that, then we're gonna have to take that route. Unfortunately for you, I got too much information to lose this. Right? And so what Baby did was put the people on my side and empowered me. And what we ain't going to continue to do is allow people like Akademiks to run around with these narratives. Number one, we don't play police games with people's life on the line and all of these kind of things. Right? And we're gonna speak about that in detail, but let me spend more time on Baby and the album and just celebrate what he is, what he does, what he brings to the game. I think it's important y'all understand that creatively, it costs to create these vibes. When you look at the market, you say, man, Baby is one of them guys that can do it by himself. Now you look across I tell you what, you ask Drake what it's like to create a vibe on your own. He know. Bag know. Dirk know. Kodak know. Certain people know how to create the vibe, meaning the single that I come out with is probably going to be just me. Because what I've been able to do is create a product that can stand alone in the market. You understand? My product, my creative process, niggas like me, they know. When I jump out there with this single, this is me on it. This is a thing, right? This is my creative process that we dependent on. And so to see Lil Baby step into the booth 3 years off and still not panic. Coming off a high-selling album, you know, just going diamond with Drip Too Hard with Gunna, Free Gunna. Placing himself in a situation to creatively not miss a bag. He one of them dudes that got a gun. It's almost like, boom, I got your R&B one. Boom, I got you a slow one. Boom, a trap one. Boom, a hip-hop one. Boom, you got a country. And he knocking them down and he not missing. He's not missing, right? It ain't many people. Drake know what I'm talking about. Kanye know what I'm talking about. Meek know what I'm talking about when I'm speaking like this. It's only certain people that can run in all these different rooms and get something out of them. Now, you send some of these artists in them rooms, man, they come out with nothing. Right? You depending on them, man. We need you to speak directly to the women. They running that man, they come out, man. It's all I got, man. But that ain't really Baby and certain artists, especially Baby, because that's who we talking about right now, can run in that girl room as far as song creativity. Grab your song out of there, bring it out. It do good in the market. Run in the club scene. Grab your song out of there, it do good. Run in the emotional, close friends. I can give you one of them. What you need? What you need? A Drip Too Hard? I can run in there and get you one of them. How much you got? I'm serving at the trap house. I'm at the front door. Know what I mean? What you need? I need one like Drip Too Hard. Hold up, give me a second. Come back out. It ain't like Drip Too Hard in regards to a copy of it, but it's that vibe because I created that vibe. Ask Tory Lanez what it costs to create a vibe by yourself. Now, here's the difference with Kanye. Kanye don't create the vibe. And that's what I'm trying to tell you about the importance of knowing what you're talking about. Kanye West don't create the vibe. Kanye West curate the vibe. Unlike Lil Baby that goes into the studio by itself. Unlike Drake that goes into the studio with his little people. My producer, my engineer, these little 3-4 individuals. That's creating a vibe. That job is for only a certain amount of people. The rest of you niggas copy what we doing. But the men that go into the back cave and create the vibe and come out and say, I'm approaching the market with this record. California Breeze, this how we coming. Drake go in there and come out. Meek go in there and come out. Bad go in there and come out. You know, come out with a said something. But Kanye West don't create the vibe. He curate the vibe. And that's a special set of skills to have too, right? So what he does is he pay a high number to create the vibe. Khaled is on that list as well. So Khaled and Kanye, they pay a high price to create the vibe. But they're good at curating the song. You understand? So they get the vibe placed into their area, and from that vibe, they take and bring the song from it. Now, granted, some people are taking the vibe to people and saying, hey, if you say this, it'll have more impact. So that's kind of bringing the vibe as well. But I want y'all to really understand that somebody like Lil Baby that has been gone for so long to come out and still have that level of creative juice to say, yo, none of that internet shit they done tricked me. Because a lot of times they'll trick you, and this is Akademiks plays into this. A lot of times they'll trick you that your sound or whatever's working for you, whatever's happening with you is going out of style, or the people are tired of hearing it and this and that. Man, we don't listen to niggas. We know the loudest boos come from the cheap seats. We don't listen to these niggas. These niggas didn't go through what we had to go through. We only listen to people that cut from that texture. We don't listen to these guys, and that's respectfully because they got people they speaking to. But the problem is I can speak to they people. They don't got no business talking to mine or talking about mine. But now, granted, celebrity status gives people a certain license to deal with you in public in certain ways, right? Not disrespectful, but informative if they have that ability. A lot of you guys don't. You just was first at telling people business. But a lot of times they'll trick a rapper, right? They'll put him in a position to think like, damn, man, my sound changed. They don't want to hear that sound like that no more. Music done changed, man. Then you got these little weirdo dudes on interviews that'll be saying, how he's going to come back, man? We don't know if he's going to come back doing this, and he better not come back with that same sound. And it be the weirdest dudes in America that ain't from America. But then you got situations where dudes in the hood is like, man, I miss that old such and such. Like when you used to get in that bag, and you can do that. You can get in that bag. But you don't get in that bag because these critics don't weigh nothing. They got a place in the game. They got a position in the game. But you got to ask yourself, ask Drake right now, you know, because my questions seem to have legs. So somebody ask Drake, ask Ye, ask Meek, ask any of these guys what it costs to, what was it like creating a vibe? It's just you and your people in there. And so creatively, you stand on your own. Now, the collaboration tool, I will reiterate, is an important tool. It's essential for success, right? It's a beautiful thing. But I think it needs to be said when somebody's over here and they done added another move to the burpee, right? We both doing burpees, but I'm doing all that. You know, you just 1, 2, and you down, push up, back up. I'm hitting 1, 2, 3. I done kicked up this one, kicked up. I'm penitentiary burpees. I'm doing so. Somebody need to be saying, well, hold up though, it's something different happening. Number one, home doing it like this though, man, and then the approach is different. But maybe they don't know that because they ain't hustling. They've been handed a position. They ain't handcrafted a position. Let me talk about this. Lil Baby did his first interview with me, and I'm forever in debt. Thank you to Baby. Thank you to P. Thank you to Coach, they whole squad, the whole team over there. It's a lot of love, you know, and respect on this side. You know, I'm indebted with them forever. You know, they're my people. It was important for me, and it's doing a lot for my career, and it's expanding my expansion, and it's forwarding my franchise. The importance of this interview to the culture, number one, man, how I see it, like, the interview got like 6 or 7 clips that's going viral. We got the Munch clip that's going viral. We got the clip about his sons when we talked about family going viral. We got the clip about BBLs going viral. We got the clip about does he enjoy his life going viral. We got the clip about him saying he in the music game for the money. Some people make a career off that. He don't. A couple of more clips going viral right now. And those clips have what's called legs in this business, right? So legs are when people can start a conversation from that conversation. And if you look around, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, man. I want to send a big shout out to everybody that shared it. Shout out to Breakfast Club. They showing me a lot of love at Breakfast Club. Oh, man, they showing your boy love at Breakfast Club, right? Charlemagne is the guy that I thought he was, right? I think that in this business, man, I told Wallow this from the outside. I was just thinking, like, nobody gonna help, man. I don't know. He was like, nah, Loon, it ain't. They got you. It's got you, bro. I'm telling you. They fucking with you. And I'm just like, bro, I came in, you know, equipped with so much information because I believed that no help was coming. And so when you believe you're going onto a job site by yourself, then you pack all the tools you need. And so coming into the game, I had to study the game in a way where it's like, I ain't gonna need nobody. I'm gonna go get the information so I know how to navigate. I know kind of what I'm doing, what I need to do to get the amount of money I'm looking to get and to have the impact that we're looking for. What I found interesting, though, I'm still traveling around, but when I get a chance, I'm gonna put together a whole list of like all the blogs that showed it love. There was a couple of them that wasn't on the list, like Say Cheese, DJ Vlad, World Star, and I got Danny as my guy. And they wasn't on the list, and this is the biggest artist in the world, and I had to sit back and say, why wouldn't they post him? See, this is God revealing to me what I'm dealing with, because it's my job to really not tear it down, but to evolve this space. This talking space needs a new breath of fresh air. And it needs somebody with some information that can drill some of this shit down. You ask yourself why Say Cheese or DJ Vlad didn't post Lil Baby interview with Loon. I'll wait. I got time today. Somebody out there, y'all let me know. Put somewhere, wherever you can. Why you think DJ Vlad and Say Cheese did not post? And this is Akademiks even posted it. And I had to tag him like, yo, bro, you notice you need to tag me, right? And he updated it. Why do you think DJ Vlad and Say Cheese TV did not post Lil Baby's interview with Big Loon? Shout out to the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk. It's on site. Shout out to everybody that really showed that this interview love. Why you think Say Cheese and Vlad wasn't in there? In my opinion, these are acts of terrorism on our culture. You go against the biggest rapper in the game who gives a new media outlet, young black dude, his rollout interview. And these people that cover black culture don't cover that. First thing a lot of people said was, damn, who was that? Baby gave Say Cheese and Vlad is in the business. Some of these casual consumers don't know what that meant with Baby rolling out with me like that. Vlad and Say Cheese, Sean Cotton, they know exactly what that means. Somebody help me understand why they didn't post it. And I don't need that posting it because it went viral clearly, so it went over the audience that they have. It served that audience. But it's still a question that needs to be answered, and we'll get to Akademiks in a second. This ain't personal. We just doing spring cleaning. Charlemagne gave it legs, took it over on Breakfast Club, brought it up in the baby interview, brought it up the other day when he was talking about the BBL thing. Atlanta Radio put it over there. It got a little love, like, it's culture conversation. How people that cover the culture don't get in the conversation. When I was coming up, right, I would think, I'm going to wake these niggas up. I'm going to wake these niggas up. You can't wake these niggas up. They hating. It's a couple of old niggas, too, out there that didn't show it no love. They hating. Either you hating or you don't got your finger on the pulse, because baby, one of the hottest rappers in the world. And if you in media and you ain't heard my name, I don't understand it, but I can respect it. Not being arrogant, but I put work in. So I got to think to myself, say, Loon, you can't wake these niggas up. They pretending to be asleep. Nah, you can't wake no nigga up that's acting sleepy. They just got their eyes. Nah, because they ain't sleep. They know exactly what's going on. They just got their eyes closed. They rather be asleep than see this shit. And I ain't oblivious to this shit. When they don't post my shit, I know what that mean. See, a nigga that don't never come to your house don't want you at their house. And I don't want to go to these houses no way. They ain't got to post me. And behind the scenes, you know, I try to talk to some of the OGs in the game. I'm like, yo, bro, this that new shit, bro. Like, we ain't falling victim to what they position they in. We'll build something bigger than that shit they got over there. I stand on that. And I truly believe that. And I know the conversations that we'll be able to have on this side going to be impactful. You can no longer lean on celebrity in this space right here. You got to bring something to these folks. It is not enough now to just be the first nigga doing it and still doing it. You better bring something. It is not enough now to go grab somebody that's saying crazy shit, put them next to you, and think you competing with us. We having real conversation and we nation building. Let me speak about this. DJ Akademiks and Lil Baby. Akademiks was mentioned on the album twice, and for some reason he drew a blank. I don't know what happened. I don't know what it means. He went into that mode. Either these guys are drunk and they don't know what they be saying, or they drunk and they don't know what they be saying. Right? The narrative painting that has came from Ak has been totally unwarranted on not only Baby, but a lot of people. A lot of these rappers is sick of your ways of reporting. And it ain't because you doing no hell of a job. And be clear, the people that come sit next to you don't do it because they enjoy the interview. They do it because of your position on social media and YouTube. The reach that it gets. Difference with my engagements and my involvement is the people that sit beside me, next to me, they relate to me. We relate to each other. We both came up in this culture. We both been through some of the same struggles. All of y'all ask these guys the same questions and y'all wonder why they hate talking to y'all. Everybody got the same exact questions because they don't have nothing to say. And Akademiks isn't someone who's a bad guy. He's just misinformed because he don't come from this. And it's hard for the culture to tell because he's a black man. So after he was mentioned on the album and act like he didn't know what was happening, he came out and responded. Let's listen to a little bit of what he said.
He dropped his album last night. His album was called, which by the way, TMZ covered. It's called It's Only Me. Lil Baby, It's Only Me. Let's go to Genius. There's 2 tracks he decided to call me out on or mention me on. I can't play it because we're live on YouTube at the moment, but you guys could go listen to it if you want. So there's 2 songs he called me out on.
We're going to make sure that Ak keep a calm voice when he dealing with real from here on out.
My man Lil Baby said this. It was pretty early in the song too. Top priority, they ain't running to me, yeah. Just flying all the way from Europe to me, yeah. Anyone who came around, I turned them up. Ain't nobody gave me shit, I earned the stuff. All cap aside, who really turned is us. Akademiks, niggas think they can't be touched. I don't be on the computers much. Said turned me on to YouTube or CD. I don't know what the he said.
I'll tell you what he's saying. You ain't got no business knowing. Shout out Sid. He's saying Sid turned him on to YouTube because niggas don't watch niggas all day. Respectfully. Niggas don't watch simpletons. Like, everybody in the culture can identify that you ain't from the culture. It's the people outside the culture that don't know. Because you slipped in and got a few interviews with guys and got some involvement with a couple guys and was real nice to a few rappers. See, you real nice to certain guys and that relationship still kind of keeps you anchored. But if we strip all your clout down and put you just in a regular outfit in the middle or something, you ain't one of us. If we just listen to you talk, if they bring you into a room and everybody just go to talking, you not one of us. And when I say one of us, I'm not talking about criminal. I'm talking about cultured. I'm talking about grew up going to barbecues, cookouts, grew up going to skating rings, sleepovers, house parties. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get that from him. What I get from him is if he right now try to bounce on beat, he gonna be off beat. He give me white boy energy. It's just black skin. If I close my eyes and I listen to some of their YouTube shit, it's white boy energy. It's white boy energy. And it's cool, it's you, but it's white boy energy. Like, right? And so for me, bro, you should have always been like appreciative of being in this culture. Knowing that like you supposed to been like a writer for like Complex or something. You know, that's an important position to have. But speaking to some of these people, sitting next to some of these people, mentioning the same conversation as some of these people, nah. But you did hustle. I'll give you that. I ain't gonna take that from you, right? I ain't no f***ing gonna say you ain't having no hustle, but you ain't having no heart. Anybody that play with the police the way you playing with the police, you putting pictures of the police on your Instagram as big as you is, implying certain things like this is a joke, and then rappers still going sit next to you, not knowing as soon as you make them mad, this is what you gonna do. A rap make me mad, I'm trying to hit him in his mouth or handle it like me and have a conversation, figure it out, squash it some kind of way. But I ain't doing no going out in public tagging the police. And anybody that endorses that, it make me view you a certain way. I know I ain't even saying you got to be criminal, right? Because a lot of people be like, I ain't no street nigga, man. So when they do that, that's just them. I ain't saying you got to be no street nigga. With the unfair approach of law enforcement, if you would wish that on a man, where I'm from, you don't wish that on your enemy. And that's how I know you ain't from where I'm from. Because you play with things that we don't play with. Right? Where I'm from, you don't wish that on your worst enemy. And they playing with it like it's just a joke. And you got an unfair approach from law enforcement and the system. It's already all over the place. And I got to deal with a nigga share my skin color in my culture, benefiting from my process, that go out there and put me in front of the people in that manner, knowing that it's propaganda. Soft ass nigga ought to be ashamed of themselves. But see, they think they Charleston white. Let's address the elephant in the room. Akademiks, you not Charleston white. Charleston white, you see all them motherfucking weapons Charleston white move. Akademiks, you ain't ready for none of that. You ain't come up, right? You ain't prepared in that way. And so what Baby is saying in this song is, yeah, I ain't even know he be saying shit. Said turn me on the YouTube. I look at a few things. He's saying some shit. Like when they went to hang with the billionaires, you were talking stupid. You talking about niggas and selling tickets. You ain't never went on tour. All them views, all them clicks, all that engagement you want us to believe you got. You ain't never been on tour. See, I'm exposing these business models. I'm one of them. I come in this game rich with information. I'm exposing these business models. You got all that clicks and engagement online and can't sell 100 tickets anywhere in the world. And I'm supposed to believe that. Everywhere you show up, you better be giving some away for people to be there. You better not never sell a ticket for a motherfucker to show up to hear you talking. I'm filling up buildings with just me talking. I'm selling out tickets with just me talking. Because I talk directly to the culture, from the culture, a product of. And I'm laying dead the fuck over one of you media niggas exposing your business model. And pulling you out in front of the culture and letting the culture know he ain't one of us. Check the tags on this shit this sucker got on. I'm holding this sucker. I'm holding him over here, y'all. Bring the diamond tester. I'm holding this sucker. Bring the diamond tester over here. I'm holding this sucker. He ain't one of us. That's how I got these over here. The media niggas, we no longer accepting that bullshit y'all got going on. Y'all talking about shit y'all don't know. Let's listen to a little bit more.
What's the name of this? Oh, it's called From Now On? Where is it? From Now On. Okay, cool. Then on this song, he says, oh, okay. Okay, so this is him right here. Everybody can fold, but I won't. Everybody want it, I don't. I make niggas follow and lead. I make bitches come. Who the Virgil Maybach be so sweet. We just get him, ain't no beef. You can get her back, I can't keep her. We be getting that's our secret. Rappers want to kick it, can't reach me. You and 5 of your niggas can't see me. Really sturdy, a wall nigga can't beat me. Academics know he ain't rich as me. Brody ready to eat for a 20 piece. I ain't got nothing to say to you mini-me's. Ready to buy a little nigga contract. Yeah, whatever. We on that. Disappearing on them. They weird on me. Blah, blah. Man, I don't know what Lil Baby rapping about. Let me just say this. Here is my response.
You should know what Lil Baby rapping about, right? And that's what I mean about proper representation. All of this you wouldn't get. You can get her back, I can't keep her. We be getting, and that's our secret, right? So I'm saying, like, I don't expect you to, right? I ain't expecting you to get that. I'm going to keep it all way player, man. I ain't even expecting you to even feel that, though. So when you say that, I ain't even surprised, my guy. You don't wear but one color. And you wear one color his entire life, he ain't going to never feel what I'm saying. I'm putting this shit on. Man, I'm putting this shit on a daily, man. Can't no nigga that wear one color tell me nothing about nothing, man. Academics wear one color. Academics wear black. I don't give a damn what's happening. And so when Baby come kicking that kind of shit, I ain't really expecting you to, how? You know, let's listen to what he said after that.
It's okay. I think the only reason why Baby is mentioning me so much is he is shook of the Rico. Real rap. The Rico is coming. That nigga heard 4PF, and now he rapping at a nigga who he knows is not in the streets, because he got some street shit that he could be talking about, and he not talking about that, okay? If you talking about a virtual nigga you seen one time in your life on Everyday Struggle, you clearly don't got nothing to rap about. If you in the streets as you claim you are, nigga, academics niggas know they ain't rich as me. Well, by the way, I'll also comment on that. I never said I was rich as Lil Baby. I said I'm definitely holding more than most of these rappers. But Baby's one of the top 5 rappers. I've always said he's one of my favorite rappers. So I have zero idea why he's talking about that. But I have a semblance of why I think Baby might.
All right, let's address that really quick. Again, I think it's important to just put this in context, because them dudes running around picking bags up all day. They not finna sit down and address every little thing you say. That's even if they see it, right? But Loon get paid to talk, so I got time today. When you say you don't know why Baby's upset with you, I'm telling you, bro, you got to put that Hennessy down. You be online drunk, talking, ranting on that Twitch, just saying shit, bro. You got people that love them, that shit get back to folks, that get back to folks, that end up in somebody's lap. And whether you talking or not, you know, it's like, yo, you said this and you said that. And for me, when I think about the Michael Rubin situation with the billionaires and how you approach that, you started that whole narrative, right? Or when you look at when the Rico shit happened, you literally was saying that he was next. Now look at how you doing with the police shit now. At least Charleston White ain't trying to get next to the rappers. You trying to interview the rappers while simultaneously screaming the DA of Atlanta's name on the internet, on public platforms, with the culture position that you have. But here's the difference. You've been imported into the culture. It's hard for everyone to tell because he's a black guy, but he's not one of us. I remember a time when he said he had to be told and explained how to say, matter of fact, on the Breakfast Club, and shout out to them, Love Forever, how they showed me love. Akademiks was on the Breakfast Club and he said, yo, when I came over here, they had to tell me that it was a cool thing to say. And let me make clear my approach to that word, the N word, that I'm going to try to stop using come the new year as much as I can. If you got to be introduced that word, you need not use it. That's regardless of your skin color. But with him saying that, see, again, if you pay attention and listen, you get everything you need to know everything you need to know. You understand? So when he said that, first thing I said was, I'm telling you, he ain't one of us. Didn't nobody teach me to say nigga. I ain't had to say, hey, yo, what's the N-word mean? Why y'all saying that? It's just like the white boy. It's just like somebody from the other race. Like we saying that to each other. It's whatever term of endearment, whatever weird way we have dealt with the trauma of that word, that's something we got to recover from. But when you are from outside this culture and you sneaking past my common sense because your skin complexion, right? You sneak over here and there, you using and bitch when you talking about our women more than us. And you having women problems all around the world. No women really respecting you. See, they with you for your status and not your style. They snatched all that shit from you. They'll say, get little dude out my section. But every time we look up, there you fighting with your women. My advice is to put the liquor down, bro. You a grown man, put the liquor down, bro. Because you saying stuff on them Twitch streams that you ain't remembering. And you gonna watch how you deal with all that police. I'm gonna make it where they can come see me. If niggas speak to the culture, we gonna build a platform bigger than your shit. But we not gonna allow you to do that in that position. And it's fucked up, can't nobody speak on it because you was here first. And everybody kind of need that relationship because they working with record labels and they working with this and that. Yo, Loon ain't studying that. I was telling Wallow, bro, I come in this game rich. Like, my approach to this game is to really help this game elevate. They playing with this little space. They running and hiding information. These old head niggas acting like they, bro, it's time to, it's spring cleaning, home. It's spring cleaning. It's spring cleaning.
If he's not rapping about me because he's not trying to rap about his real shit that we have all heard in the streets, he's literally, so he must be trying to avoid the RICO. Or B, you know what he's doing? You want me to go back to our message of why when he blocked me? The nigga must have shook of like young boy or some shit like that. Because when I was talking about some shit, young boy, this is why he blocked me, bro. Lil Baby blocked me because one day I said there's a rapper named Lil something. I won't tell you who it is. That's why I said on my stream that motherfucker young boy would collab with, but he won't collab with that because he's beefing with his friend. I hinted at that. I never said Lil Baby's name ever. I don't know what's going on. Maybe some street shit with them. I don't know why Lil Baby would block me on one account, but he DM'd my personal account. Like literally. The nigga DM'd my personal account. And when he DM'd my personal account, I could tell he was mad. First of all, he started calling me boy. I was like, bro, I think I'm older than you. Relax, my nigga. Okay. But you know these gangsters get some money and now they're the toughest nigga in the world. You're not talking tough to Fonnie Willis, brother. Stop it. Okay. Don't diss me, diss the DA. The DA's on y'all ass and y'all don't want no smoke with them. And y'all would always, and I guarantee you catch a RICO, it's going to be, oh, none of these lyrics mean nothing. So what are we talking about? Again, the DA in Atlanta done hit y'all with the ether. I don't want to hear none of y'all talk tough unless you're willing to say, F the judge, take it to trial, and when you get locked up, say, when is trial coming? None of y'all saying this. You know what y'all say? My lyrics don't mean nothing. I'm not a thug. I'm not this. I'm not that. I do givebacks. I do holiday retreats. I do this. Y'all don't want it. Let's keep it 100. Don't diss Akademiks. I haven't been to Atlanta in years. I haven't seen you, been around you. You got no beef with me. You jumping niggas over there. They claiming that your niggas shot up over there. Go handle these things and diss them. Okay, but you can't do that because you're going to get a fucking Rico. Stop dissing me. Let me put it out there. Go diss Fonnie Willis. She's on your neck. Don't try to throw in innocuous, me and you don't have no beef. I just explained why you blocked me.
I can see the more careful approach from Akademiks. But I still don't like it. I think you need to be more careful than even you are now. So let me explain what's happening. And also let me be clear because, again, a lot of stuff is implied by these media guys. I'm not sure if they know or not because they're just water boys. But no attempt has been made on Akademiks. Nobody's going to harm Akademiks. Nobody care enough about Akademiks to do anything outside of let him know that he's a simpleton. Nobody's going to do nothing to him. Right? We're going to have conversations with him to expose the fact that what he's saying is not making sense in hopes of lifting him up and giving him some information so he can operate in our culture different because he as well is a guest in our culture. It's a reason why he will appreciate being next to Vlad without looking at that away. Nobody said they're going to do nothing to Akademiks, and it's unfortunate that you frame that and then call on the DA who is playing with these kind of situations in a way that is unseen. It's unprecedented. Then that tells me what you think about Thug now. And then that extends to what you think about Savage, who is supposed to be your boy. Because he has legal issues that if he makes you mad, how you gonna handle Savage? And that's supposed to be your guy. How you handling Thug and Gunna? You using your platform to uplift anything that says anything about what they need to be spoke about out there? You doing anything to do that? Right? Whether you think they right or wrong, it don't matter. Your place in the culture calls for some reporting on the incident. I was amazed nobody was there when they was at court. I was amazed. Ask his people. I spoke to him. I was amazed nobody from the culture was there. I happened to be out of town on the paid event, or I would have been there had I not had a booking. Just to report on, yo, this is what's kind of happening. I try to respect this media space, right? I try not to cut the tree to get the fruit, try to climb the tree to get the fruit. But how you gonna be a voice in media and use the police after innocent man? Everything little baby done for the last couple of years been accounted for. It's been the best years of his life. How dare one of you niggas come take the best years of a nigga life and frame that for the government to try to get involved when a man is innocent, ain't did nothing but chase his dreams over the last couple of years. How dare another black man use their voice to do that? But I know the kind of man that is. That's a man that can't control the circumstances around him. His woman thinks she can swing on somebody around him. Picture my woman swinging on somebody while I'm right there. Picture that. Picture what they say about the respect level that the person I'm intimate with got with me. To where she'll swing on a motherfucker. Somebody that's supporting me. She got little to no respect for you. I think your focus needs to be on maintaining your relationships as well as me. But one thing we don't allow is the police games. See, a lot of you niggas don't care about blowing up the rap game because one thing I know, if you can't go nowhere, you can go home. And this ain't your home. This culture, these streets, this environment, hip-hop music, graffiti, fashion, this ain't you. You can't dress, can't rap, can't dance, ain't got rhythm, ain't got style. Man, this ain't you. You ain't part of this, not this. But we welcomed you niggas, and it's the thanks niggas get. You got lucky. And let me put this out there to be clear with the world. Loon is the only person that ever did what you just saw happen. There's nobody that has a successful podcast in our culture, right? It's only 5 or 6 of them that's in that little loop, in this little hip-hop media game. Even though I'm zooming out, I'm doing this, I'm compartmentalizing my approach. So when I look at hip-hop podcasting, there's nobody in that atmosphere who has been able to break through that without being a celebrity or coming in with some kind of built-in fan base, whether that them being a rapper, them doing 10 years on ESPN, them doing 8 years. There's nobody been able to work their way from outside that market and that game from the streets. Even with Wallow, he's maybe the closest one because Wallow done it, but Gilly was already in. Tech Stone is one. Tech Stone might be the only other one that I know just off the top of my head who kind of came in with no background in it, right? There's no battle rap. There's no, I've been doing ESPN. There's no hit record back in the day. There's no I play basketball. There's no, right? It's just putting pure game down, and this podcast means something to the culture. Nobody's never done that. Let me say that. But the idea that Akademiks' business model is on interviewing rappers, and he would show you the fact that if a rapper get wrong with him, he gonna play police games. He's showing y'all.
For your album, I ain't gonna lie, people say your album sounded good. But nigga, you drop that Detox trash and then the Hey trash. Nigga, that ain't on me. That's on you. You start slurring a little bit more like you off that lean or some shit. You start thinking you bigger than what you could. You could have up and dropped the biggest hit like a couple months ago. In the last 2 months, everybody was saying, how is he announcing the album then dropping trash? Bro, that's not me. Dropping the shit. And by the way, I'm gonna be fair. I hear people liking this album. Little bro. Boy, you been in the rap for like 4 years. You must think you the king of something. You must think that you can't get. Nigga, hey, I've seen niggas like you come and go.
Let me keep it real with you though. You is little bro though. Now I'm gonna keep it all the way P though. You real is little bro though. Now you getting a little money, but you little bro though. Now for sure, little bro. Now you little bro. That ain't even disrespectful, bro. You little bro, man. You wear one color, man. And motherfucker wear one color is for sure, little bro. So now you little bro. And that's cool. That ain't even disrespectful, little homie. You little bro. What you don't understand about being little bro? You don't think you big bro, do you? You can't be done but little bro or big bro. It's like you ain't eligible to be bro. Just bro. You either little bro or big bro. And you ain't big bro. You little bro for sure.
I don't care how big you get. Look, show you. Look. You know me, I put everything on. Look. Little baby, you got to stop putting out lies, little bro. I'm confused at that time. I said, I'll show y'all my message. I'm going to read the whole thing. See, I can screenshot it. You can do whatever. Whatever. I said, I ain't put out no lies. But granted, I did see that YouTube, it wasn't my YouTube page. Other YouTube pages were clickbaiting. Oh, Axe said that young boy won't fuck with Lil Baby. Keep in mind, Lil Baby and Young Boy had a song on some soundtrack. That's why bro, if you know what I really think, Nick, maybe there was some behind the scenes static with you and Young Boy. You too scared to address him. You saying I'm making the beef up. I ain't made the beef up. Then I could play I Hate Young Boy. Young Boy just rapped about 4PF, 4 whatever, 4 whatever. You ain't say a motherfucking thing to Young Boy. You ain't mentioned YBBY. You ain't mentioned NBA, ABN, nothing. Let's just see what we talking about. So I messaged him. I said, I ain't put.
Hey, yo, somebody got to tell Akademiks he got to stop that, too. It's like a nigga that keep coming to the hood, running it hot. You ain't got to hustle in this hood. Ain't no beef. Ain't no rap beef with Baby and Young Boy. Stop trying to make that rap beef shit. Whatever records that was, man, that was yo, whatever rap beef that shit is, that rap beef shit ain't nothing. Like, we don't encourage little niggas. We don't encourage the rappers to go at each other like that. But this is a tactic. And I was told that knowledge that's not used is being abused. So because I know what he's doing, I got to let it be known what he's doing. There's nothing he can say about Baby, and he can't have a conversation with Loon. So what he got to do is try to bring in reinforcement. Well, what about Young Boy? Let's say about Young Boy. But, you know, the DA, what about the DA? Now, what about you? What about what you said? We focusing on what you said. Matter of fact, all the narratives that you paint. And that's the thing about you dudes, right, that don't have a life, right, that ain't even out there enjoying the fruits of your labor. right? I'm one of them guys that, yo, I'm going to go enjoy the fruits of my labor. Y'all sitting at home streaming 8 and 9 hours a day. You getting drunk every goddamn day and saying shit that you don't even remember what you say. I'm laying dead to fuck over one of you media niggas, verbally, business-wise. There will be no attacks. All business is clear, right? We're corporate. We ain't playing these games, but we are elevating the culture.
Nigga, talk about your real street shit going on, my nigga. And if you talking about that, talk to Fonnie Willis, who's trying to lock y'all niggas up. Don't come over here and act like, yo, me and you got some shit that don't exist. You have real life niggas who want you dead, and you have real life niggas that are trying to get killed. Talk about it. Let's keep it 100. And I'm glad he mentioned this, because now I'm going to be as vocal as I could be about this. Every single day, every day in, day out, every single day until we get some type of response. You know how I keep it with every single rapper. I love when y'all just bring me into y'all bullshit. If it's anything that got to do with our messages, you block me on one page like a girl, then you message me on my personal page, and you're talking about YouTube uploads by fans.
You see that?
Why are you spreading?
You see that? You see that? How he slipped that in? You blocked me like a girl and kept it moving. Those things. Those are the things that get you in these situations. But you pulling for young boy. You know, I heard a wise man say that a drowning man will reach for straws. So now here you is pulling for young boy, pulling for anybody you can. Come in here and try to help me with this. Now, man, we focusing on what you said. Ain't no rap beef with Lil Baby, man. He been done said that. He stood on that. He stand on that. We talking about his actions, not the little fake shit when he come and say it in interviews, but he really trying to beef with rappers. You know what I'm saying? Now we talking about somebody that's really going to get that money, that's really trying to stay away from all that old bullshit. And here you is trying to light it up. Keep mentioning young boy. I don't know how young boy feel about that. If I were young boy, I'd call him. Hey man, you a simpleton, man. Nah, can't no L7 keep throwing me up against dude like that. We don't got no real smoke like that. Don't do that, bro. Like, don't do that, bro. Don't use my name in that way. Like, me and Baby partners. You think I'm gonna go use his name to, man, he a beef with you and you scared of Baby. You, like, what kind of people are we dealing with, bro? That's what I be saying, bro. But I got to look at the woman. When I see, that's why God is funny how he work. When I see your woman swing on somebody while you there, it just keeps speaking to me. Number one, we should have installed enough as men. When you're dealing with a man, when you're dealing with one us, I install enough in my woman for her to believe what I say. Not believe it when she can't see it. But if she's standing there and I tell her, chill out, this is business. The respect she has for me should shine bright in that moment. When you see a man that can't control his women, that continue to have women issues, and we all have relationship issues, but his issues is a little different. It seems to be out of control over there. It ain't just sounding like somebody broke up, they hurting. You just kind of hurt their feelings. There's cheating allegations, and there's, you know, it ain't that. It be like, it's just weird encounters. And I think your most comfortable encounters as DJ Akademiks is on Twitch in front of that screen by yourself. But I don't understand the behavior like that from a woman that respect the man that she deal with. But you got to yield that kind of respect. See, I know the wealth of the house is a wise woman. So the woman that you dealing with got to be wise enough to know she dealing with a man that's dealing with some real particular circumstances. But you can explain to the DA why these certain amount of people need to be next on the list, or explain to the public this and that, but you can't explain to her why I need to take pictures with my fans.
I get it. You're in the streets, but you scared of Fonnie Willis, okay? Don't let me Charleston White, y'all niggas. You're scared of Fonnie motherfucking Willis, okay?
Let me say this. I know you think that's fun and games, and to some people they'll laugh at that and kiki and kaka. Number one, you're not Charleston White. Charleston White grew up a very specific way. You see all them motherfucking items he got? You see all them firearms and batons and locks and old socks and shoes and shit that he got that because he understand the environment he creating. Time I don't make me Charleston white, you niggas. And this is what I mean. You can't care about the culture. Your position is much different than Charleston White. Charleston White has took a hard position against rappers. You want to use rappers and speak to them. Build your platform off some of them while treating the other ones a certain way. So what they have to understand is that if a package is stole in this neighborhood, that you need to make sure you're on the lookout, because it's only so long before they get to your package. There's an old saying that if a dry leaf falls, that it's a warning to the other leaves that's on the tree. So you got to look at how he's doing these other rappers and understand that if he's in that position and you get in that position, that's what he's going to do to you. And you don't decide when he get in that position with you, because it might be a slow week and he needs something to talk about. So now he go up on you over there, and now that's an issue. Because he's sitting on Twitch drunk for 8 hours out the day. Sleep for 6 hours out. It's like, yo, you bugged out over there. In my opinion, everybody in the culture should be disgusted. You got somebody in media tagging the Atlanta DA, bro. Talking about this dude. Innocent man that been chasing his dream the last 2-3 years of his life. The best years of his life. You got a nigga that don't even come from my culture, that was imported into the culture and was taught how to say nigga. Examining the last couple of years of a man's life and trying to wrap him up into something when he's innocent. This is why Real Ones is empowering me. Because we need somebody at the crossroads. They don't got time. Their job calls for them to run around in a way to go get the money, right? They don't got time to sit around like academics 6-7 hours a day and just on Twitch and talking and going in and out the room, got the dog in there and all that. We living, man. We got beautiful women, man, on our side, man. We running out to California breeze playing. Right, we got one of the best vehicles known to man. Some of the finest engineering on this side of breathing. You somewhere stuck in the house being critical. But see, I know one thing. The difference between a hero and a coward is the direction they run when shit pop off. Instead of standing up on your conversation, depending on your intellect, and saying, yo, baby, I might have said this. I don't know why, you think that. Or if you think that, yo, get on the phone. Yo, what happened, bro? Why you think? Well, nigga, you said this, that, and the third. Well, damn, I ain't mean like, if you fall off when you wrong. That's what my uncle tell me. Nah, fall off when you wrong. And recover and get that right. If it's an issue and if you're real and if you misspoke or stand on what you said. What I'm trying to explain is that you create an environment that creates narratives that can place rappers against each other, just like you just did with the Young Boy thing. And Alex reach out to me all the time. We speak a lot. It's my guy. But you can't not throw Young Boy and Baby against each other like that. That ain't even cool. That's some real sucker shit. That's some real sucker shit. Then tie the police. You just reaching for everybody. Just police. What you mean a nigga ain't got nothing to rap about? I just gave you niggas 23 songs. That's why I'm trying to tell you. If you don't listen, if you ain't paying attention, they'll just sneak past your common sense. What you talking about? Dude dealing with experiences, man. It's a vibe creator, not a vibe curator. It's a vibe creator. 23 records and could have done more. Coming right back soon. Ain't having no issue with rapping about this. This is where the nigga come from. But it be you on the other side that was imported into this culture. You lost. Why they feel disrespected? I see. That's what I'm trying to say. You ain't like Charleston White. He know what he doing. He trying to sneak on in. He know what he doing. But after all is said and done, more be said than done. Watch what I tell you. Except on this side. We gonna get it done on this side.
Oh, ain't no fed. Mention me told my nigga get touched. You know who would love to know about getting touched? Fonnie Willis. What's the problem? These rappers just think they're the toughest who ever lived. Okay, so we're going to talk about it. I'm glad you brought it up because now there's a lot of situations that we have heard 4PF with. I have a I have a dossier that I need to bring to the forefront. I have no problem. By the way, I love P. P, you heard the album, you ain't telling nigga, yo, you know, act gonna go wild out. So I guess that's what he's mad, right? I said he wanted a feature from hella people. I said he wanted people from. Let me read it again. I said he wanted.
Boy, you studying hard. Get rough when you know somebody else out there speaking too. Listen. Not only those two, and I don't know if those messages are real or not. I don't really care. Not only those two, but there's a lot of narratives that you have created, a lot of environments you've created where narratives have been birthed from with false information. Again, your position in the culture calls for you to understand that when you are reporting on these things, there's a certain level of responsibility. Then you talk about the South and you ain't even from America. And I got a lot of love for my Jamaicans, Haitians, and all of my people. But I think it's important to specify that though. I can't relate to the police games in media in no facet. I meet Loon. I can't relate to them. If you're looking for me to relate to police games, you're looking in the wrong place. You're looking for a black cat in a dog room. Ain't nowhere in the world I can relate to niggas, you know, tagging police officers. But guess what? I can play the game because I ain't in that state, or I ain't involved in some of these overreaching situations. You know what I'm saying? So I can involve myself in being loud about niggas past myself if they want to play those games. Unfortunately, you know, I can expose a lot. I got to dig in on this because Baby blessed me in the game. Not only did Baby bless me in the game, all the real ones in the game is on my back. And they don't have time to do this media thing. There's perspective missing in media, and I got to provide it, right? I don't mean to step on nobody's toes, but Walmart just moved in the neighborhood. See, they like this culture, but they don't like coming to the culture because they scared of the culture. They want to bring the culture to them where they can curate the vibe. They don't want to create the vibe. You notice all cats like fish, but they don't go get in the water. These niggas is cats, man. Let's listen to a little more.
He said the people that he wanted on the album, and he named you and a few others. That's about it. Never said nothing about y'all having conversations. I said, unless you're talking about some old shit prior to him getting locked up. So before he was locked up, maybe, by the way, like, yeah, I used to communicate. What are you talking about? Y'all did talk before he got locked up. Like, you sent him verses. You did a song with him. Like, he likes the song. Like, I get y'all is trying to, like, out-tough each other in the music industry. All I'm saying is that if y'all really trying to out-tough each other, when are y'all gonna drop the Fonnie Willis diss track? And then when y'all gonna actually rap about the niggas you're really trying to kill? And Akademiks could call the police on you. What the f*** is you talking about? Like, stop with that bullshit, bro. You a fucking millionaire. Stop it. Akademiks could get touched. You're saying that because it won't fucking happen. What about niggas who been trying to kill you, though? What about niggas who y'all been trying to kill? Should I bring that to the light? I think I will. So in the next few days, we will be talking about 4PF. Okay? Thank you. Lil Baby is just giving the new person who I need to talk about 4PF. I glad that you mentioned me, Lil Baby, because I need to know why you feel legally that Fonnie Willis ain't on your ass. And I brought up the document when they had 4PF on it. I don't care if I ever get a Lil Baby interview. I'm Big Ak. Don't care. I get with or without you. Don't care. You're the biggest rapper, one of the biggest rappers. Definitely not as rich as you. Probably will never be. But it don't matter. I treat you like I treat every other rapper. From D Savage. When are y'all gonna drop the Fonnie Willis diss track? And then when y'all gonna actually rap about the niggas you're really trying to kill?
Number one, Akademiks can get touched. Loon can get touched. This table can get touched. This mic can get touched. A lot of things can be touched, just so we clear. Not sure what he's implying when he's trying to frame that outside of the definition of touched. We'll deal with things as they mean. What about the niggas trying to kill you? What about the niggas you trying to kill? It's just what media is saying on a worldwide stage. Akademiks not no street nigga with you now. Akademiks a foreigner. Akademiks a foreigner. And he ain't like my real ones. Like, he ain't like the ones that we really lock in with and that bring they culture to us and we adopt they culture like, ooh, he's Sapase. That's, ooh, them boys on they Haitian vibe. We fuck with them. Zoland, Zolife. Forever. Right? It ain't like them. We salute them. Open arms, them, because they carry hate on their back. Some of them men carry Jamaica on their back. They ain't coming over here and cocking their hat backwards and, hey, welcome to this. Nah, man. Jamaica ought to be ashamed of you, bro. I'm just keeping it real. The Jamaican men I know made me want to get dreads. The hated men I know made me want to get dreads. You know what I mean? Made me want to rock out like that right there. They brought that authenticity next to that in our culture, in my opinion. And we deal with somebody like you that comes from those places that come over here and try to sneak past our common sense because you turned your hat backwards. You didn't come up in our school system. You didn't ride the bus like us. You didn't run from the dogs on the way to school with us. You didn't go to the after school program and had to fight such and such because he waiting on you at the school program, but you didn't tell your mama. You still went ahead and went there. You didn't slide down the hill in cardboard boxes with all the homies, play snow fights and egg fights on Halloween. Like, you ain't from this. All that. Fonnie Williams, Fonnie this. Oh, that's man. That's showing hand, man. That show your real tendencies and your real hand in this game, bro. And hey, listen, we know media about the shift, so you got a little while for you either gonna have to change that up and pivot, or you gonna get put out of business. All you people in this business that ain't having good conversations, bro, it's time. We finna update 2023. Culture is updating, bro. And so y'all better be prepared.
I don't see you getting mad at the nigga. Let me just keep it calm for now. Everybody heard about all the street y'all doing? I just don't report it no more. But clearly, when you're talking about academics could get touched, I want to know if some of these niggas got touched. And we're going to then talk about it. Will Lil Baby get them niggas touched?
Somebody bring the police sirens out.
Keep fucking rapping, nigga. And shooting videos and bringing out a bunch of like Cullinans and just calling it hot. I can spit the truth, but I'm not no hater. You couldn't miss. But nigga, if you ask me, you either was scared of the way you messaged me, you was scared of young boy, or you scared of something, nigga. Why are you spreading lies on me? What lies are you talking about? You scared of young boy? Okay, whatever. Okay. Oh, you're scared. Wait, I said you and somebody pull up that clip.
And let me say this about the music, right? There's an update on how we're viewing people that's viewing the music, right? A lot of people are viewing the music with loud voices, but ain't nobody telling y'all about the people that's telling y'all about the music. So I'm going to start telling y'all about the people that's telling y'all about the music, and we're going to start with Akademiks. He can't tell you what's hot for us. He can't speak on what's hot for us. He got a little subsection of people he can speak for. Trust me, those followers don't convert. He was one of the first people to do it. That's the only reason people are there. Let's be clear on that before we move forward. When he say records ain't hot, I reject that notion. He get in his bag and, hey, go to talking that shit, right? I don't expect people like Akademiks to get it. Because, again, you in the culture, but you ain't of the culture. And I'm the first person that got the nuts to let you know that. I don't expect you to understand it. My grandmama taught me how to be a leader. If we fly commercial, we got greeters. They just know that we important people. I don't expect you to understand that. You an internet, you need to come with Wi-Fi passwords. When a nigga meet you, you supposed to be handing a nigga a card with a Wi-Fi pass. You come with a Wi-Fi, you niggas is internet niggas. I don't expect you to understand that. You understand? We breaking generational curses. Standing on the top of the mountain. My grandmama taught me how to be a leader. If we fly commercial, we got greeters. Flight attendant told me I look familiar. I cracked a smile, told her it's a small world. You understand? You ain't lit. See, this kind of shit you understand? You ain't got that. You ain't coming from this. So we don't expect you to get it. We're going to speak on some other topics. I'm going to move on this, but I think it's important we update the culture on where it currently sits. Don't nobody listen to academics about really nothing. We follow we follow this social media and it's reporting. Like if something happened, you know, and he go throw that high-pitched voice on, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube and give us 4-5 minutes, we'll go click on that. I'll keep it gangster. I ain't going to take it from Act. The 4-5 minute joint, we going to click on that. The long form joint, most people clicking on that is because they just don't know nobody else that's covering that kind of stuff. The selection is thin. See, it's a lot of people doing it, but it ain't a lot of people visible. So they don't got nothing else to do, man. I want to hear somebody talk about ooze in there. That's why I'm building a network. I know the finger on the post. All the real ones don't even got a DM me. I know who y'all is. All the ones that done popped on my radar, I know who y'all is. I'm coming to get everybody. I'm going to put it all together. Right? We doing new media, and everybody ain't going to be the same voices, same type people, or none of that. I got a clear vision on what needs to happen. So we're going to put it together and not redo media as a whole, but just make sure we create a section of media that just represents the information interpreted in a real way. You know what I'm saying? Not for nobody or against nobody, but just real interpretation of information. Let's talk about this. Charleston White and T.I. For those of you unaware, Charleston White and T.I. has now got into it. There's been some altercation online about T.I. and Boosie and their sons and how Charleston White felt the way about them. We're going to look at a clip of Charleston White addressing T.I. And Boosie. Boosie will not respond. T.I. came out and responded and later on looked a little broken. So we're going to take a look at kind of what that was about, how this all unfolded, and some of the respect and disrespect that was handed out or gave or took it. Let's take a look.
I tell little Boosie, you're a bullshit ass. This rapping about killing for the last 70 years. Say, somebody tell Lil Boosie, he a bull. Yeah, I used to like Lil Boosie. I don't like Lil Boosie no more. You see this? Say, Lil Boosie, you was on death row. Lil Boosie, you was on death row for 5 murders. Hold on while I talk to him. Let me put my goddamn America hat on. Boosie, you a ugly black diabetes having mother. That Boosie fade you got, nigga, ain't nobody wearing that but you and Tuda Raw. Cause it's an ugly fade. Everybody know the ball fade way better. That motherfucking taper fade way better than the Boosie fade. Fuck you talking about? I'm all dressed my goddamn ass shit. Nigga, I remember America was great, Boosie. Yeah, I remember you could sell dope out your mama house to pay for the rent. You can't do that no more, Boosie. All kind of things. You've been promoting black people, killing black people ever since them dusty ass lips of yours. Now listen, Lil Boosie, your lips ain't never well hydrated. You got some of the ashiest lips, nigga. Lips look like kneecaps. Now I'm saying, Lil Boosie, nigga, you be having that white shit.
I ain't gonna cap. He funny now.
Having that white shit on side your mouth. I'm talking about mouth, little cotton mouth, dry and white around the mouth like turkey meat. That's how you be looking, Boosie. Be trying to talk. Say now one thing about your little black ugly ass. Boy, you don't look like you drank no water. Boy, I'm talking about that black ass skin of yours, boy, be looking like a pair of them goddamn what's them ostrich boots. Not the motherfucking them ostrich boots. You know, they know what I'm talking about. Them black ostrich boots. That's what your motherfucking skin be look like. And I'm finna do something ain't nobody ever done. Boosie, I'm starting to think you a hoe ass nigga. Ain't nobody ever said this to you, Boosie. I'm starting to think you just a hoe ass nigga. I used to love the shit out of you, nigga. But I used to love the shit out of Boosie. Boosie, let me show you something. You see that Trump, nigga? How you gonna get mad at us? You ain't vote, man. All you ass rapper, I hate you, nigga. I swear. You listen. Boy, I can't wait to wear my White Lives Matter shirt. I can't wait to wear my White Lives Matter shirt. And I'm bringing Make America Great hats back again. And when I go out of town, that's where I be. I hate you, Boosie. And I don't like your little ugly ass son either. Little Tootie Raw. He going to jail. Yeah, little boy going to jail. He little bit going to jail. Little Tootie Raw think he tough in the mother. Boy, you little Boosie son. Little boy ain't never been slapped across his goddamn head. Boosie, your boy don't know how to fight. Neither do that T.I. little yellow motherfucker. Long hair freak. That little motherfucker don't know how to fight either. Y'all babies is rapper nigga babies. Go drop him off over his cousin them house, where one of them cousins might him or not let him eat. And then see if the boy can hold up in Baton Rouge. Right now, little Tootie Raw, you ain't nothing but a little shelter, little ugly, little black little boy that look like a pair of patent leather boots. Your daddy look like ostrich boots, and you look like a pair of patent leather boots. Little shiny skin mother. Your daddy ain't got shiny skin. Your daddy a little bumpy face. You're a little rough skin looking motherfucker. But you still young. You got this smooth little boy look. It's just black in the motherfucker. You talk about, yeah, exactly. And that little T.I. little boy, that little yellow son think he playing tough. You going to jail. Dog, you little boy going to jail. That's just like your daddy. She ain't going to jail. Just like your daddy went. Hell you talking about? Them boys ain't gonna be shit. I'm talking about that guy, little Boosie boy, and that T.I. boy, they ain't gonna be shit. Matter of fact, that boy gonna grow up and be strung out on drugs. Yeah, little Tootie Raw finna disappoint you. Nigga, please. Little Tootie Raw. Say, boy, listen. You ain't nothing but a little mannish, smart mouth motherfucker. You ain't nigga. Your daddy, little Boosie. You ain't no goddamn body. Say, what?
So after Charleston came out and said that, and again, rough to deal with. You gotta be from the South to deal with Charleston, boy. It's high energy and he fine back to back and back to back. Like, it's a lot going on when he getting that vibe right there. And so just from a communication standpoint, it's hard to deal with him. And so T.I. responded because he felt the attack on his son. Boosie, I think, look at Charleston more like a nigga in the hood, one of them crazy in the hood to be talking some real shit. He kind of crazy, like he on some other shit. And then I think he look at the police aspect of it and then keep him away from him. Tip responded. This is what he said.
Nigga, you'll floss your teeth with my shoelaces. Don't motherfucker play with me, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with mine, bro. Don't play with mine. Just don't play with mine. I ain't finna say no name, cause nigga play police game, nigga. The jail, it gonna be for something. It's gonna be for something. I don't play no police game, man. I don't play no police game. I don't play no internet game. I don't do none of that shit, bro. Bruh. Just know as you move around, man, life is real, bro. This ain't no motherfucking joke. This ain't no motherfucking game. Leave my motherfucking children out your motherfucking face, boy. That's it. And I wouldn't even know about it, man. I wouldn't even know about it, man, bro. The difference between me and other people, man, nigga, you have people on your payroll whose households that you provide livelihood for. Nigga, I got a business right here. Nigga, we got goddamn 24 people on the payroll. I got a building that dope. We got 18 people on the payroll. Nigga, I got 2 clothing lines. Nigga, we got 30, 40 some people on payroll. Nigga, I got motherfucking 143 unit complex, nigga, with affordable housing down the street. Nigga, I'm providing jobs and opportunity to people. All you is providing is fuck shit, nigga. And whatever grown man fix their face to talk about a fucking child. Frito Bang, I got you. Say less. I got you. Say less. Whatever man can fix his motherfucking face to talk shit about a motherfucking kid, bruh. You's a hoe ass nigga. Nigga, come deal with the daddy. Come deal with the daddy, man. Cause when the daddy get to getting on your ass, you ain't gonna do nothing but hit 9-1 and wait on the one to come to follow behind. You don't want no problem. What you keep on kicking up dust for? What you keep kicking up dust for if you don't want no trouble?
Man, that's heavy though. Talking about your kids, I know that's heavy, right? But here's what I found interesting. Charleston is hard to deal with verbally, right? So Tip usually a whooping verbally. Tip usually will pull out a few words on a nigga and make a nigga look stupid, right? But see, now Like, see, I'm one of them dudes that you can't, like, bro, in regards to this thing right here, you got issues. But see, there's a new thing happening in media what people like me are approaching now, where we come from knowing that when I come spend with you, you got profit somewhere in there. So it's, you know, I'm trying to negotiate. Man, come on, man. If I buy 2 of them, so you want 15 for one. If I get 2 of them, what if I get 6 of them? They'll do 12, 5, 13. You know, we come from that. So our approach, we developed a certain skill set even in that way that they just don't have, right? College can't teach you that, right? Nothing can. You have to go through that tunnel to get that viewpoint on life and to view that scenery in that way. But Charleston might be the first person T.I. don't feel as confident going back to back as far as verbally with. And I probably wouldn't go verbally back to back. And the only reason I'm saying that is because we've saw Tip go back to back before, or kind of embarrass dudes online, or just verbally just whoop, you know. But Charleston is kind of a different beast. Number one, he'll hit below the belt at the fight. You know, you in the fight, you in there like this, like, yo, we can spar, but we spawn like, and then Charleston, hit you below the belt, and the ref don't even call it. Boom, hit you below the belt. And that's kind of what Tip coming out and saying he seemed drained. Like, yo, he hit him below the belt, y'all ain't calling it. Y'all just letting that rock. Because really, people was laughing, basically, that Charleston was saying, like, I don't like your ugly ass little son, little yellow freak. And Tootie Raw going to jail. Like, they didn't like that, you know, they were laughing that he was saying that. But Tip usually can whoop a word. Then I got to thinking, you know, my homeboy was saying that, like, verbally like that, who I think kind of can spar with him. And I said, Cat Williams. I said, Cat Williams will give him a run for his money, too. It's some they can give him a run for his money, but I think Tip just didn't. Either he ain't on that no more, he don't got that energy, or he just like, that's a lot to deal with. Now, Charleston invited him to a fight. Tip didn't, again, appreciate the fact his son was mentioned. Now, more importantly, he didn't appreciate that the internet response was basically laughter. At some point, I think Charleston said something about Trayvon Martin and his son. And Tip was confused and why there was no uproar from the community with such a reference and concerning his family with all that he has done. These are his words. To me, he kind of looked so deflated. It was almost like he was so disappointed, or I don't know, he was overwhelmed. Let's listen to what he said.
Quite a day yesterday. As I meditate and unpack circumstances, it dawns on me. This is the second time I've seen my family attacked, and I've seen social media weaponized, used against us by the enemy. It's the second time. Both times I watched the community have absolutely nothing to say on our behalf. I watched friends, or people who we say are friends. I watched people who we have donated our time, effort, energy, resources, and attention to look on as not just me, no, my family, my wife, my children are attacked. And the people that we go outside of our convenience, go out our way to help, whether it's calling us for people who can't afford to feed themselves, people who can't afford to house themselves, families who can't afford to bury their loved ones, people who can't afford to bail themselves out, you know, or just people who need inspiration, just need to be poured into. None of these organizations, none of the leaders of these different communities, nobody thought to stand up and speak on my family's behalf when we being attacked. Nobody. Never. Not once. Alright. Then where we at with it? Let's let it stay there.
So you get from that, the T.I. felt like he should have had more support. He felt like the people should have rallied around him, rallied around that conversation with his son being attacked. His son, I think, is 19 or 20. I'm not sure his age. But I can understand the father feeling that way, right? But I don't look at his son like a kid, although disrespect is disrespect. So it's a weird gray area there, and Charleston is good at operating in that gray area. That's why I think T.I. doesn't want to wrestle with Charleston. When Tip does this is without making a phone call, putting a signal out. This is saying that if you rock with me, I need to know you rock with me. Shortly after that, you see Charleston White and Funny Marco on live. And let's pay attention to how this happens.
Why you starting all this shit? Why you got all this shit started?
Oh man, I ain't starting no shit.
You starting all this shit and then you sitting down on the Android. Come on, man. What's going on? What's the real story?
But I'm in a big old pretty house though. You see look, the stars curve around. They don't go straight.
Charleston,
Yeah. I'm in a big old pretty house though down in Android.
Are you in the nursing home?
No. I'm in my big pretty house.
So what's wrong? Like, what we gotta do just to just let you, like, we just get off the internet. We just gotta pay. How much money we gotta pay you?
At least 10 million.
I feel like we gotta get you off the streets. Like you causing a lot of shit.
But why y'all don't want to get the killers and the gangbangers off the streets?
I mean, I don't know. Listen, we starting off with you right now.
Nah, I'm starting off with the killers, the gangbangers, and the rappers. I think the mothers would much rather me stay and the killers and the rappers go.
So how you fill out an application for the NYPD, the FBI?
I'm working for free. I'm a real life superhero.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a real life superhero.
Okay. So look, we gonna go. You know AT&T. Look, we gonna go to AT&T. We gonna get your iPhone. We gonna do that, right? We gonna start off with that.
I can buy 50 iPhones.
I didn't say you was broke. We didn't say you was broke.
iPhone niggas ain't hell of a niggas in the community. Android niggas is the niggas that's kicking niggas' ass in the neighborhood. Android niggas is the niggas that's sucking all the hoes in the warehouse with the benefits on the job. iPhone niggas is weak niggas. Yeah, your iPhone can be tracked by their women. Their locations can be shared. They got a phone listening to them. I don't never want to be no iPhone.
So what we got? So like New Year's, do we got like a plan? We just got to, like, if you want, we can you can head over to Facebook too. You can get off Instagram and head over to Facebook.
Listen, I'm one of them got to be killed.
No.
Nigga, me just don't go away.
No, listen. I'm just saying, just go over to Facebook because
niggas like me just don't go away. You got to listen. Niggas like me got to be killed, or we grow over to die.
Citizens, like over on Facebook.
Listen. I'm so bad. I got T.I. online talking. I'm the bad. I done come up out the ghetto. Got T.I. I got celebrities responding to me, and I'm not even a celebrity. Nobody's been able to do this. No. So why would I quit now? Niggas got the King Von me. No, nigga, King Von me, man. Yeah. I'm gonna DMX myself. Yeah. God damn it, but I'm not stopping. And can't nobody, I can't be stopped. Yeah. Only way I stop if the casket drop.
Look, you still got time. Look, we gonna make you a Facebook account.
Only way I stop if the casket drop.
Listen. Look, that's what, look. You gotta pick on people around your age though. That's what I'm saying. You listen. My analytical data says 18 to 65 plus. So what that is from 18 to 65 plus. What the f they doing in my analytics? I'm not sending no invites. I don't send out invites. Do we gotta get you some pussy? Like, what kind of pussy you want? Just to get you off the internet. Who you want? Can we get you a girl?
I want to die a martyr.
So here's where things get tricky. After that, You see, Funny Marco's position it's an awkward position to be someone that just did an interview with Charleston. So Charleston really didn't know the vibe. After that, Charleston came out and was kind of like, Funny Marco really ain't on my side. Next thing you know, in the media, some clips came out of Charleston White, some allegations of sexual misconduct. That led to 85 South Show taking their interview down and Funny Marco taking his interview down. That is extremely important because those were drivers to some of those other little channels and some of those other interviews. They were standalones, 5 million, I think. He was up to 4 or 5 million on 85 South. And I think with Funny Marco, it had just dropped and it was already over 1 million. So they took a hard stance against, whatever that is that made them make that decision. Now he has to be careful. I know that he's still going to be able to pick up that money, but if you playing a long game or unless you're investing your money, but to me, I don't see how that ends in a productive business. I don't see how you take that to the next level in regards to business, but he may know something I don't know. I've been able to do this without doing anything, just keeping it real. And all the real ones keep telling me just keep doing exactly what you doing, bro. You ain't got to do nothing. You don't got to tweak it. You don't got to do nothing. Just that right there. That's it. And for me, that's so important, right? But I think this took a turn, with them taking those interviews down. I don't know how that affects things for him. I know on YouTube and from an algorithm standpoint, that pulls out a fingerprint of his name, right? And what happens is that interview kind of drives some of those other interviews. So when you pop up with an interview, it tells the algorithm. He's did so much work on the YouTube algorithm that it's not by coincidence that you drop an interview with him and you get traction on it. He's literally did the work. He spent days and days and days and days and hours putting that fingerprint on YouTube. And some of those really big interviews carried some of that weight. But his fingerprint is there. I just don't know how it integrates with them taking off 6 million views, maybe 5-6 million views. And the views don't mean nothing. I'm talking about the placement of the video, the placement, the ranking of the video. All of that is what I'm speaking to. So it's kind of the business behind that. All right, so let's talk about this. Lil Baby is on pace to do 200. Congratulations to the home team, Baby. Incredible album. The approach creatively as well as just him staying in his bag is unmatched, right? Baby stands up on the hill in regards to that space. While he's going number one, I simultaneously have one of the biggest interviews for podcasters within the first 7 days, especially for unknown podcasts. That record is already broke, but we even dealing with some of the top names in the game. But right now it's about Baby. Baby's on pace to again sell 200,000 and be number one with his third studio album. Coming off of My Turn being a smash. This one as well is again just a great body of work. Now, him selling 210 is a very important feat, and I have to communicate just how important that is and the gravity attached to that, because as you've been seeing lately, the numbers have been down amongst the industry. Even me, I started to kind of adjust my standards. All right, so 40, 50 is a good number now, right? He come back out and hit him with 210. So it says to me, all right, now it's about interest. It's just about who the people really going to mess with. It ain't about these blog dudes that think they hold some special place in the culture. It is not about them. It's about the music, the artist, and what he is bringing to the market. Is he standing on it? Is he confident in it? Is he walking with that Michael Jordan type of swag? Is he handling it in that way? And that's what you deal with Baby. Now, here's what's important. When I communicate about the accolades, there's a very specific way I have to do it. Because we don't do it to shun other rappers that may not get to the 200. but we do it to tell these guys in media and these other facets who may think they're powerful or may think they have a certain amount of influence if they don't post this or they don't tag this or they don't uplift this artist in this time or whatever the case may be. They may think that that may influence the overall impact of the album. And I think it's important that I communicate to these guys that the way that this thing is working needs to be updated. That's no longer the approach. It's no longer a thing where the artist has to deal with some of these blogs that was there first, some of these publications that was there first, some of any of this that was there first. If the music is good, if the artist is who the artist is, and creatively has found a pocket and a bag and feels that comfortable to come out in front of the public with all that weight on their shoulders and deliver, and you have to deal with the results of that. And so other people that are looking at those numbers, it's important to understand that, but it's also important for me as media to be responsible and also understand that, hey, we're not identifying this to shit on anybody else, but we are identifying this to identify something to media. And sometimes you become collateral damage, right? So as I'm trying to tell the rest of the media, y'all don't influence nothing. Baby rolled out with me, and he went #1 in the world, and we got 500,000 in the first 3-4 days, and that's just on YouTube. We got 7, 8, 9 million on my account on Instagram. Sorry, 8 million on TikTok on my account, right? And so what I'm saying is, this is showing dudes that media has to update, and dudes are real quiet. And let me be clear about this too. I'm gonna come out and make points about if it calls for that, but I'm not gonna get online and stream all day, right? I'm running 4 or 5 successful businesses. I got family, children, loved ones, a community that I can be teaching, right? So I ain't got the time to lay up and sit up on Twitch all day and go back and forth with dudes that wear one color all year round. That ain't how I'm getting down. See, Loon, I'm not an internet nigga. I don't come with a Wi-Fi password. When I meet you, I give you my phone number. Nah, I don't give you my gram and my Wi-Fi password. I give you my number. Nah, I got the money on me. Nah, this the real thing. We'll move on for this, but I feel like I gotta speak on this and be loud about this, and I'm not gonna spend many more episodes going down this rabbit hole because I'm too important to the community. I'm too important to the infrastructure. I can no longer let some of these guys run around with these false narratives and then I keep seeing you throw NBA YoungBoy up. See, this is what I don't like, bro. This is what I say about these guys that's been imported into the country. Like, you ain't even from this. It's an old saying that says, war is sweet to a person that never tasted. You ain't never had to deal with the casualties of war. You ain't never had to figure out where to put your family because it's a guarantee retaliation on the way. You don't know what it feel like, dog. And so you'll gas all that up the same way you do with that police ass DA tag and shit. You gas all that up because in your mind, it's a game. You been imported into GTA. You done spawned into the world over here. They spawned you into this shit. And we was here when you cut the game on. We was built in this. We was born in this. And so your viewing of it, you playing it like it's some kind of joke. You keep throwing these 2 black successful rappers that one of them got 2 cases with the feds, just beat one, trying his best to duck them people and run his bag up. And then you trying to keep making spark that fire right there. You keep trying to, what kind of that? And you call dude them your buddy, your friends. Where I'm from, we ain't friends with niggas that do that kind of shit. You can't be my buddy doing that, man. I don't give a what background you from. It ain't about me being spooked or no or saying, yo, I'm scared of them guys. It's like, yo, we don't go to war at the hands of you. Why you don't keep mentioning my name about no beef and then a nigga say f me and me and him into it now. And it's on the back of you and you sitting back laughing. You done just passed the responsibility off because niggas focusing on that bullshit. Say when you go on Twitch and you drunk for 6-7 hours out the day. Every goddamn day. You got to start to ask yourself, where else are you valuable? If niggas lose their password, if they cut the internet off, what else you got? Can you really teach somebody something? Can you really lead any goddamn body? Or is you just one of them niggas that with the camera cut on, you talk with a high-pitched voice and you scream while you drunk and shit out of hand and you pass the responsibility off to the other that may be infrastructure, may be stronger than yours? I know what these niggas doing, and they say truth that is not used is abused. And let me respond to this point that he said. And then I'm trying to move on from this, but it's on my heart, it's on my spirit. It just felt like the energy is just saying, Loon, you gotta speak about these things. They need your voice. You've been placed in this position to interpret this data. Act came out and said, yo, I think baby mad at me because I came out and said something about Lil somebody and I didn't say the name. And Act just don't see, and whether that's true or not is still up for debate. Again, I think that Akademiks creates a unfortunate and unrealistic environment over there on Twitch when he's drunk. So what happens is he says and does things without his influence at the forefront of his mind. He done got drunk. He done let it all go. That's why he more comfortable than that. Ask yourself why a man that can be paid to talk goes over there and does it for free. He don't got nothing else to do, and that's his vibe. That's his comfortable spot. Sitting in the house with a bar full of liquor in front of the camera. That's after he done worked all day on camera. And they call that hustle, but I don't see business popping out of that. Matter of fact, he lost his Twitch deal. You got guys like, shout out to the, I can't think of his name. I can't say it. K starts with a K. Shout out to him, the Twitch guy. You got guys like that that's whipping his ass. Aiden Ross over on Twitch. T Grizzly. Like, his Twitch presence to be over there doing as much as he's doing to his brand, the presence he has over there, the amount of money he's making over there, I don't know if it's worth it. But when I put my business hat on and I asked Loon why would he do that, I said, oh, all his podcasts got short legs. Very low replay value. Very, very low replay value. All his podcast shit, boy, them legs short on them conversations. Might get one clip of somebody saying something salacious, that's gone. Your shit ain't building and building and building what people are taking. You know, nah, it's one and done. His clip, and if he didn't have that platform, that podcast will be dead. And I don't say that because me and Ack have no personal issue. I'm identifying the situation in the media. I can't beef with the police. It's important that I identify that too to the young. Loon is telling you can't beef with the police. But because I'm not involved in criminal activity, I can speak to these dudes in this way, and I've been ordained. I've been placed in this position to do so, right? There's been a lot happening that is unfortunate on behalf of the circumstances, and I think it's my job just to point those things out. And I want to be clear that I got rich shit don't work with me. See, a lot of these media guys with niggas on their way down, right? After they in a transition stage where they go over here and they go independent, and it's like the numbers ain't the same, maybe the support ain't the same. Then you got media niggas who trying to build their name on the backs of niggas. So now they start picking at you because they got all day. And they're confusing the interest with their profile and platform with people's interests or their point of view. Don't nobody care what these dudes think. And I'm doing high-level business. The people that's in business with me know we ain't just talking. I mean, I'm rich. I got more money than everybody. And then we trying to make sure everybody get to eat off this shit. And I look at you niggas and I'm embarrassed that you niggas been at the forefront so long. Most you niggas ain't having no merch. Most you niggas can't sell no tickets. I'm embarrassed. As many views as you niggas get. As many people that you claim to be having watching your lives and your Twitches, and ain't nobody coming out when you step foot in the city unless you somewhere buying bottles, unless you somewhere where they can use your name to try to make it like the club mean a little more in that instance. But ain't nobody buying tickets. You niggas ain't having merch, and you been at the forefront with all these goddamn people following you, and you want us to look at you like some kind of businessman. I'm embarrassed. Ask Akademiks what the fuck he done with his influence. But post every day and Twitch drunk 10 hours a day. Went and got a little Spotify deal where ain't nobody coming over there but Tekashi 6ix9ine. All them other conversations, people will see him if they do, and if they don't, nobody care. I'm just keeping it P. Stop me when I'm lying. I'm talking about any real nigga in attendance. If I say something flaw, stop the camera. Because I don't do this to report no business. A lot of these niggas talk about what they heard. Loon speak about what he seen and observed. I talk about business and what I observed, right? I don't never fuck off and, man, I heard this about this people dating. I heard this. You niggas is, what is up with you guys? But I know who I'm dealing with. Y'all ain't in this game to hustle. That's why ain't none of you got merch. Talk to me when you can hit me. Why you can't sell tickets? Somebody tell me the answer to that. All these views they got. I got 1 billion views. Let me see you sell a club out. I know comics that ain't got but 16 people liking they post, but it can get 300 people in the comedy club. See, I study this entire game. I don't just deal with you hip-hop fools. I know how this business is ran. You want me to believe that 6 million people is following you and you can't get 16 people to buy tickets, to buy a t-shirt. You ain't got nothing for sale. Ain't nothing off the record, nothing. I don't see nothing nowhere. And y'all at the forefront of the business. Somebody talk to me when they can hit me. I done made more money off podcasting than you niggas. And you being paid by companies. You being paid by companies imported into the country to talk about our culture. Ain't this a bitch? And when I see with all that influence and doing nothing with it, I say to myself, that ain't no different than the dumb street. The same niggas I'm trying to teach, hey, that dope money you got, do something with that. Stupid that influence you got, learn to do something with that. But you ain't never been a hustler. Boy, you got lucky. Boy, you got lucky the internet was birthed right when you was right there doing nothing just in front of that computer. I'm probably the only nigga that did. They nigga was, it's 800,000 podcasts birthed a day or some wild number. And I had to cut through all that. I'm the only person that was able to do it while the internet was established without a celebrity fan base that didn't come from sports, didn't come through rap, didn't come through none of that. I had no built-in influence, and I came through and cut through all that noise. You better talk to me like you dealing with a businessman. None of you little got merch. None of you going on tour. None of you people are capitalizing on what this is. Shout out to Wallow and Gilly. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to Rory and Maul. Who else is on tour? But all this influence and y'all don't know what to do with it. Then you talking about rap like Baby. That's filling up shit, that's selling out shit, that's converting shit, transitioning in the shit. It's over here with X. I'm at the World Cup. What I say about Baby, I never said I was, man, all that environment you creating over there is embarrassing to the culture. That this is the man with the influence. This is the man with all the influence. This is all our rappers, all our sports people. This is the man they follow. And he on Twitch 6 hours a day drinking, screaming at the camera, talking about who dating who and who using who and projecting what he got to go through with women onto other people and masking as he's dealing with the conversation. This is the man with all the influence. This is who we supposed to believe got the top podcast in the game. And he ain't alone. It's a lot of y'all at the top doing nothing with it. You people asking for more money, contract negotiations and things. You can't create more income. I tell you what y'all do for you. We got contract issues. Hire me. Hire me. Somebody bring me $1 million. I'll fix everything you got going. You ain't got the kind of problem solving mindset. I was gonna put some game right there, but it's too much. You gotta pay me for that. But I'm understanding that they don't have no hustle. They don't come from nothing. You dealing with individuals who either transitioned first or was there at the birth of the internet, and the familiarity clause is in effect where they just like, yeah, I know who that is. Now I've been following him. Look at some of them. I've been following him since 2010. It ain't cause your point of view, it's cause your profile. And I expected you to make money when you was here at the birth for it. I want to see you make money when it's crowded. That's why Shaq was a bad motherfucker. It's 3-4 niggas in the paint. He come up with 2 points. Steph Curry, it's 2-3 niggas on him. He come out with 3. LeBron James, it's 2-3 in the cut. Ha, come on. John Morant, he go 2-3 niggas down. Ha, I'm coming back with 2. I want to see what you can do when it's crowded in the paint. You was there when wasn't nobody in the gym, and you keep talking to me about what points you got. You niggas keep telling me I'm rich. I got rich. You supposed to got rich. You was there first. I want to see what you can do when it's crowded in the paint, nigga. Everybody that was there first was supposed to get money. Even a prostitute can get pregnant, but it's about what she do with the baby. Can she take care of the baby? Keep telling you soft. It ain't about getting rich. It's about staying rich. I put that game down before Kevin Hart. I love Kevin Hart. But it ain't about getting rich. It's about staying rich. Staying power is what I call it. Keep hollering, I'm rich. I got rich. You was there when they first monetized this shit. You got lucky, what I need to be hearing you say. But now it's crowded in the paint. I'm looking at the points you putting on. What we doing? What you contributing to the team? Because this culture, this market, this hip-hop podcasting thing, this media thing, this black media thing, even the subsection of hip-hop carved out of there, we teamed up to try to take over the entire market. What you contributing? I don't know what you contributing, but I know what you missing. You should never miss a great time to shut the fuck up. Get off of Twitch and go do some business. All the great pictures of these vacations. These having the time of their lives. In the middle of the motherfucking building of an industry. They dealing with a different, these having the time of their lives in the middle of an industry building process. Ain't no time for Loon to party. That what make us different than y'all. Like I told baby, we come in this game and we don't play with it. We understand what's at stake. We know this a once in lifetime thing, boy. It's like the 1920s. I studied history. Right now, you better put your boots on and figure out these niggas is having the time of their life and partying in the middle of the industry building process, bro. And these are the leaders of media. Everybody getting drunk and high and chilling. And man, we over here. Okay, now. Keep your eyes open. They call me Mr. 500. Keep your eyes open on this. All right, let's pivot a little bit. Let's talk about this. Kanye West did another interview with Drink Champs. I'm heavy in the culture, boy. They got to pull the big guns out. They got to go get Ye, and they got to try to. It was quiet last week. Me and Baby, it was quiet in the podcast space last week, and that's, I'm saying that humbly, because I'm grateful. God knows I've been placed in position and handpicked. But boy, it was quiet last week. A lot of y'all old heads didn't say nothing. A lot of y'all old heads who talk that black media talk really didn't say nothing. And I'm giving it some time. I take it as it's busy, so I'm going to try to hold off. I know all you niggas watching, baby. Stop playing. What else you get your sauce from? Some young doing it like that. Drake somewhat chilling. Bag chilling. All the other guys, everybody, it was isolation for Baby. They knew Baby, let Baby get his shit off. Baby went and got that done. I know y'all watching Baby. But they didn't say, damn, baby rolled out with that young creator. Young black dude, too. Damn, and he got to be one of us. Baby said he handpicked dude. We got to shout him out. We got to lift him up. Couple of you old niggas come up missing in the moral department. But I'm no longer confused. I know exactly what I'm dealing with. Lucky for me, though, I come in with the information. And I got some people riding with me that say, we believe what you talking about. Let's get it. And if I let them down, nigga, you know what that mean to me. That ain't gonna never happen. It's too much on the line. I can never let niggas down. I can never let my family down, nigga. This mean everything to me. So my information and my involvement in this is gonna be way at a high level, high frequency than y'all, because y'all playing with it. But Kanye West went on Drink Champs after dissing Diddy. That says something right there, and we'll deal with that some other time. Shout out to my Revo families. I love y'all. But after dissing Diddy, Kanye went on Drink Champs to talk with Nori. We're going to look at a few clips, and we're going to come back with some game.
He came here, he said, cancel me. He pointed to himself, he said, cancel me. They did not cancel him. They could not cancel him. Right now, it's a little turmoil. We're going to get to it. We're going to ask the questions. We're going to do whatever. I asked him if anything is off the record. He said, absolutely nothing. But we're going to give praises and love to the one, the only, Mr. Ye. Make some noise! Now, Ye, I want to start because, you know, the very famous interview is you and Sway, right? And then you saying that you wanted to be like Ralph, or you wanted to be up there with that caliber. And now it's like you are Ralph. You are that caliber. And then so I guess what I'm trying to say is, so that's where we get confused with
Did Sway have the answers?
No, yeah, I think you already admitted Sway had the answers. Yeah. But I guess that's where we get confused with the Adidas part of it, is because, like, that's how you became a billionaire, right? Through the Yeezy. So, like, what was the discrepancy with Adidas?
You know, I just didn't have the relationships with the factories at that time, and I was managing a lot of ideas. Like, I was a new dad. I was newly married. I had a bunch of team, like a big team of designers with me, and we hadn't established who we were. We were still fighting to get our respect in fashion. So there's a lot of fights at the same time. So we had to go and basically like intern almost up under these companies.
Because you interned for Louis Vuitton at one time, right? Okay. Louis
Vuitton, Fendi, and we interned in a way at Adidas. I like the licensing deal was my intern to become, more in that Bernard Arnault, Bezos, Elon territory. And just understanding how to, how money works. Like, this is first generation, like you can say, like, look at like Jay with the Duce. This is first generational wealth.
And learn those infrastructures, right?
Yeah, the infrastructure is how to do a factory. Even right now, like when I left Gap, I moved, we made this t-shirt, like all the tremendous stuff we're doing right now, which is a flip on Supreme, where the guy that used to work for me, Tremaine, is now at Supreme. He's Jewish. And I'm like, see, this is my exact point that I'm making. Like, Jewish people have owned the black voice, whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish basketball team, or doing a movie on a Jewish platform like Disney. And we understand, it's like, I respect what the Jewish people have done and how they brought their people together. They came into money through the lawyers when after Wall Street, when all of the like the Catholics, they wouldn't divorce people. Right. So the Jewish lawyers came and they were willing to divorce people. That's when they first came into their money. So, like, say with me and Jay, with our culture, with the darker Jews. First of all, because you got to...
It just happens when anybody starts talking deep.
Okay.
Kanye talking about he's going against the Jew. Certain things he has said has got him removed from Instagram and as well as Twitter. He said some disparaging remarks about a lot of groups of people. And so, in particular, in this particular clip, who he's speaking about is Jews. speaking about the White Lives Matter t-shirt and how he linked up with Jews to put out a White Lives Matter t-shirt, I just want you to write that in your notes, but we'll move on. He linked up with them to put this t-shirt out, but when he started to say certain things, they doubled back and was like, nah, we not doing that. And because they probably had some kind of agreement, they may have some trademark or something on that that's in place to where he can't just spin off and go do it himself. But nonetheless, what's more important, I think what you need to pay attention to, as well as like what you see on a much lower level with Charleston White, is they removed those videos off some of those major platforms. But with him, he had a stadium tour. I call it a mini tour. Four dates, a spot tour, 4 dates. And when he said that about Jews, they canceled his stadium tours. That's power you dealing with. They canceled his stadium tours when he made those remarks about Jews. What can black people cancel when you make a remark about us? I'll wait. I'll give you a second. We control cool, right? We control culture, but we don't own culture. If you offend black people right now today, what can we call and cancel for you as an entertainer? I'm talking about as a whole. Not some people say it's cool, some say I know there's companies in there, right? That's gonna be like, I'm standing with us. But I'm speaking as a whole, like 4 stadium shows. I just think it's a conversation to be had. What I think we need to do is use culture to build community and take that community and then build out. You know what I'm saying? But in the process, we need to really, really empower ourselves financially where we can spread that wealth around. Because just one idea at the top ain't gonna never do nobody no good.
Be honest.
I gotta be honest. So, but when you wear the White Lives Matter shirt, it kind of takes away from everything from black people. Because what it is like the same way you wore the
Confederate flag.
And we like, damn. And I know you. I love you. I fuck with you. You my brother. So I take this. And I'm a real nigga. And I'm a real nigga in the streets every day. But even me, I question, like, why would you try to, like, even when you said, you know, George Floyd, and you said, George Floyd, like, and you said, I could prove that somebody wasn't on his neck. We don't even care about that, yeah.
Because we don't care.
But let me finish. We black people, we Black Panthers, we fuck the people that you gotta fuck. We fuck with you when it was time for you to say that it's the fuck you. We wanna continue to follow you. We do. You are yay. But when the White Lives Matter, we know White Lives Matter. We know that. But Black Lives Matter when we are getting killed every fucking single day. We have to notice that.
But since that happened, we haven't got killed less. We got killed more. We broke more shit up. You gotta understand, it's like what I'm doing is tight jeans. If you think about if you think about a Meek Mill's outfit and you picture him, you're gonna picture him in some tight jeans. But the same mentality would have been Beanie telling me and Pharrell to come out the closet because he was wearing tight jeans back in the days.
Yeah.
And then I got on tape, I say, yo, don't try me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some forward shit, and now me and Beanie, we good. Like everybody know, I'm Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no one, like no one. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
guess what? I agree.
It's like
I agree.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
can you talk? Can you let me talk? But I agree with everything you're saying. But we really getting killed out here, yeah? Yeah, listen. We're really getting killed out here. Our little brothers, God bless our children.
The T-shirt's not gonna change it.
You have children named Nori, Chicago. Imagine Nori in Chicago comes to you and says, "Yo, they called me a nigga," and then Nori says to you, "Well, why they call me a nigga?" And they say, "Because they said black lives didn't matter."
No. White lives matter doesn't mean that black lives don't matter.
Yes. Right, that's the thing. That's the conversation. That's the conversation.
That's what we need you to say,
That's the conversation.
All right. Now we're talking. That's what we need to say. Because you know why? Let me tell you why. And I did see Candy always sit. And when she says Black Lives Matter organization,
separated from the organization.
But let's just be clear. That's like saying,
the Catholic Church don't love Jesus. Something. The Catholic Church did shit bad. Niggas did something bad.
Wu-Tang. But let me tell you something. Wu-Tang.
It's for the children.
It's for the children. It's forever.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
It's for the children. Come on, I don't give a fuck if Devon or whatever is for anybody else. But guess what? Wu-Tang is still for the children. And that's what I want to. Fuck Black Lives Matter.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You can cancel. You can get canceled by the Jewish media. Say fuck Black Lives Matter.
No, when I say that, what I mean is Black Lives Matter as an organization, but as a movement,
as a statement, it matters.
You hear Kanye over there. I don't know if I got a lot out of that. I see what Nori's trying to go. But this is a very specific conversation that need to be had with Kanye under very specific circumstances, right? You need to have a very direct question, answer. Like, you really got to deal with Kanye in one-liners. You really got to because the way his brain works, when you're dancing, you done lost him. Like, when you're going all the way down, you probably done lost what he said into the end, unless you're just making a super point and communicating kind of like how they communicate. But I didn't get much from what he said there. I don't know his point about a White Lives Matter shirt, because I am information-based 100%, but I don't see the point you can make in that. Having black children, being a black man, going up against families at this point, because you're at that level of business, understanding how important a black man is to the family, understanding you need families to do business against families when you get to that level, understanding how important your family is, right? And then you tie that back in. It's just, I'm not getting how White Lives Matter can be justified in any way, shape, or form. I know Candace Owens is in a situation to do some political facing, so she'll get in front of her audience and kind of make sure that her jargon is always of a certain texture. And I'm open to have a conversation with Candace Owens about some of the particulars or just her mindset, right? I'm not as well versed in politics as she is. But having a conversation to me, you don't have to dive that deep into politics. I want to know your thinking behind some of your points of views. And I'm not sure if I need to study politics to understand that. But Ye is on Drink Champs again. Says a 3-hour conversation. I guess we'll wait till it come out to kind of cover it and see what's going on. This conversation to me should have been had and needed to be had. A lot of these conversations I had on this pod, man, we're going to continue to serve the culture with the highest level of game. We're going to continue to be the leading force and the leading voice. The vibration is high. It's Up There Podcast, biggest shit in the world. Gang. Hey, it's your boy Loon from It's Up There Podcast. Thank you for watching the video you just watched, and make sure you subscribe by hitting the button you see on the screen, or go to the next video by hitting this right here you see on the screen. Biggest Up There Podcast.